to look out for each other. You have the reason some of us are hard on some of these fellows relating their duty is the president is working hard, going around the world, sleeping on the plane to try and look for friends and partners to get plane, more resources.
Not on the job.
Of course, not sleeping, but on the way, trying to look for friends, for resources. When he has really fought others through international IMF, others through friendship and foreign direct investment that has raked in around 2 trillion FDIs into the country, then somebody somewhere is sleeping on the job. And we know where we are as a country. The economy is not looking as impressive as it should have been. Kenyans are struggling and many other challenges. So when you get somebody who has been given an assignment sleeping on the job, then it is our business as brothers to look at each other for. And some of those cabinet secretaries have been cantankerous. Of course, for example, like Murkomen, he came to a funeral in my county and started insulting me and calling me a kilikidogo. So I found it that is violation of Chapter 6 and leadership and integrity, because as a leader you must carry yourself with certain dignity. And I had only raised 2 issues. One was, why was our tarmac roads in Nandi taking long? As we talk now, there are so many, I don't want to call it landslide, but our roads are totally impassable. And these are tarmac roads that had been approved from 2013, yet they are yet to be tarmac. So that is one question I raised. And number 2 was building up with local contractors. In fact, as we talk, I propose a bill which is a legislative proposal of amending Public Procurement and Disposal Act, where I'm proposing that 2 billion shillings and below should be given to local contractors, 200 million to youth special interest groups, and of course, if you have ownership or co-ownership of foreign companies, at least 50% should belong to the local contractor. So those were the only 2 issues. But when he stood up, he just decided to demean, belittle me, and insult me. And of course, from where I come from, the speed at which you want to attack some of us will make it times 2, so that the impact is felt greatly. And that is why, you as cabinet ministers, shows you the power has entered into the head. And I think there is a French revolutionarist who said absolute power corrupts absolutely. So those are some, and as a leader, in as much as we are a new year in government, we have to raise, that is why I'm elected, to speak on behalf of the great people of Nandi and Kenyans. It does not mean that we become silent when we need to raise our issues, because at that time 1 year before, he came to a place called Mosoriat, where I come from, and he had promised that within 3 weeks they should be contracted in some of the roads in Masob, in Aldai, in Chesumei, in Tindred, virtually across Nandi County. But that, then like 10 months later, the contractors had not responded. And when he rose up, instead of responding, telling us, when will the contractors report, how are we going to, because my brothers Latif and my sister here and Muga, the neighbor, the good neighbor, which we are working around sugar reforms with, is naturally, he should have said, the contractors are reporting this way, Mheshimiwa, we have agreed this way. But when you start, and I'm elected by the people, and they say the voice of the people is the voice of God. So it's like you are being blasphemous against God Almighty by attacking Cherargei, who is a God chosen by the people. So, and those are some of the issues you saw here in JKI, an international airport leaking, and you want to form a commission or a committee to look into the leaking rooms. What happens now with the roads that are being washed away in Marsabit, in Mandera, in Wajir, in Nandi, here in Nairobi? Even this Mombasa road, a contractor was given, is not properly marked. When you drive through the night, it's chaos. There are floods all over, because the drainage and the contractor that was given to do lower deck has not done the job that it should be. I can see even accessing, I can see they are now trying, even accessing your offices here. There is a big ditch that they are working on. But these are some of the things that we need to fix. You don't need somebody to prompt you. If he was busy working within his ministry, he would not have time to come and demean and belittle some of us.